Hola amigos, hoy vamos a hablar sobre las palabras que necesitas saber en los restaurantes donde hablan español. Hello everybody, today I'm going to cover the most important words that you'll actually use at Spanish-speaking restaurants. First, we have your basic vocabulary words. La mesa, table, el menú, or la carta, the menu, la cuenta, the bill, la propina, tip, el camarero o la camarera, the waiter or waitress. That word is more common in Spain. And then in Latin America, we have el mesero or la mesera, also meaning the waiter or waitress. El agua, water. La bebida, drink. And of course, la comida, meal or food. Some other important high frequency words are of course sí or no for yes or no, perdón, pardon me or excuse me, gracias, thank you, listo, ready or all set, and of course very important, por favor, please. Now let's get into ordering. If you want to order, you can say quisiera, I would like. This is a very polite and more formal way. I've also heard that you can just say quiero, I want, and that this isn't considered rude or impolite. It's actually very common in Spanish-speaking countries to just say quiero and then the meal that you want. Or quiero comer, I want to eat. One that I like to use is para mí, for me. Para mí, la paella. For me, the paella. If you want to ask for a recommendation, you can say ¿qué me recomienda? What do you recommend to me? ¿Qué me recomienda? When I'm in Spanish-speaking restaurants, I love to say ¿qué me recomienda? To ask the waiter or waitress's recommendation. Especially if you are a tourist or visiting a Spanish-speaking country, I think ¿qué me recomienda? Is super helpful because you can ask the waiter or waitress who is local and native to the country what they recommend to you, what they think is the best food to try. You can say tiene, and then the item that you're looking for. Tiene salsa picante? Do you have hot sauce? You can also say lo mismo, the same thing. So the person next to you ordered something that you want, you can just say lo mismo, the same thing. Some other really important food-related must-have words. Sin, without, con, with. These are super common, I found, especially in Spain, where sparkling water is the drink of choice for a lot of people. If you ask for water, they'll ask con o sin gas, with or without gas. Do you want still or sparkling water? Con o sin gas is very common. I heard this in every restaurant I was in Spain when I asked for water. We have más for more, very important. Otro or otra, another. Todo bien? Maybe a waiter will ask you if you need anything, you say todo bien, all good. Rico, tasty. Picante, spicy. Very important if you like spicy food and you want to ask for some spice, you can ask picante, por favor. Dulce, sweet. Or salado, salty. If you have any allergies, you might want to say soy alérgico a, I'm allergic to. No como, I don't eat whatever it is that you don't eat. Or es vegetariano o vegano, is a vegetarian or vegan. And of course, we have our important service phrases, such as disculpe, excuse me, to get the attention of a waiter or waitress. Me trae means can you bring me? So you might say me trae agua, por favor. Can you bring me water, please? Me trae la cuenta, por favor. Can you bring me the bill, please? Puede repetir? Can you repeat? Very helpful if you are not a native Spanish speaker, but you are trying to practice in a restaurant. If the waiter or waitress says something too quickly, you can say, puede repetir eso, por favor? Can you repeat that, please? Another phrase we have is está bien or está bien así. It is okay or it is okay like that. For example, if you are being given change and you don't want it, you want to leave a tip, you can say está bien or está bien así. It's okay. And finally, one more very important part of a restaurant experience is paying. So if you want to ask to pay, you can say podemos pagar. Can we pay? Podemos pagar. The waiter or waitress might ask you a question like juntos o separado, together or separate, when paying the bill. Another thing you might want to ask is, do they take card? You could say aceptan tarjeta. Do you accept card? So that's it for this video. That it covers most of the essential vocabulary and phrases that you will definitely actually use in a Spanish-speaking restaurant. And you'll want to focus on those if you want to improve in that environment. I myself, as someone who is definitely not an expert in Spanish, a lot of these words and phrases, every time I'm in a restaurant and I want to speak Spanish, they're very common and you can get extremely far only knowing these very simple words.